Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Arsenal star Gabriel Jesus described as a horrible little person by English football legend. English football legend Neil Warnock believes Gabriel Jesus will be a big loss for Arsenal, describing the Brazilian as a horrible opponent to face. Jesus, 25, is said to be sidelined until March after undergoing knee surgery after sustaining an injury while on international duty with Brazil at the World Cup. It's a major blow for Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta, with the Premier League season due to resume in only a matter of days. Arsenal are currently 5 points clear at the top of the table, but must now cope without Jesus for the busy festive period, starting with a home game against West Ham on Boxing Day. Speaking on the Die for 3 Points podcast about the Premier League title race, former Sheffield United manager Warnock said Jesus' injury is a major blow for Arsenal. He said, "I think it's wide open in the Premiership. It's going to be fantastic. Arsenal too have lost Jesus like that. I mean, wow, that is a blow. He is a horrible little person on the pitch. I love him. As a manager, oh, I'd absolutely love him. I do honestly. I'd have him anywhere. I think he is a fabulous player." Arsenal are reportedly considering signing a replacement for Jesus in the January transfer window as they look to keep their title challenge on track. Manchester City plotting move for Arsenal star Bukayo Saka. Arteta can't afford to lose him. Manchester City are interested in signing Arsenal star Bukayo Saka, according to new reports. Saka has been one of the Gunners' key players this season, scoring 4 goals and providing 6 assists in 14 Premier League appearances. He has recently starred at the World Cup for England, performing particularly strongly in the 2-1 quarter-final defeat to France on Saturday. Saka started 4 of England's 5 games at the tournament, ending it with 3 goals. He was the joint top scorer for his nation alongside Marcus Rashford. He will now return to Arsenal, who are back in competitive action on December 26 when they host West Ham in the Premier League. The Gunners are 5 points clear of second-placed City at the top of the division, with 14 games having been played by the majority of the top half sides. Now, reports claim that Pep Guardiola's side are keeping an eye on one of Arsenal's stars. According to 90 Minutes, City's future transfer plans will involve trying on sign Saka as well as his England teammate Borussia Dortmund midfielder Jude Bellingham, who is linked with host of top European clubs. However, it's claimed that any move is said to be dependent on the outcome of contract talks between Arsenal and the 21-year-old. His current deal expires in the summer of 2024, but The Athletic reported in October that the club were due to open talks with the trio of Saka, Gabriel Martinelli and William Saliba. Football Insider then claimed last month that Saka had agreed a deal in principle on an extension worth £200,000 a week, but that has not yet been officially announced. Gunners fans and boss Mikel Arteta will be desperately hoping the two parties can come to an official agreement in order to warn off interest from other clubs, including big spending City. Saka is close to bringing up a 15-year association with the Gunners, having joined the club in 2008 at the age of 7. Matheus Cunha open to January move amid reports Arsenal could sign him. Arsenal are being linked with a move for Atletico Madrid forward Matheus Cunha as they seek to cover for Gabriel Jesus' injury. The Gunners have been rocked by news of Jesus' injury. A knee operation will keep him out for a few months, and Mikel Arteta faces a tricky decision when it comes to replacing him in January. Reports have, however, claimed that the Gunners could indeed make a move for Atletico's Cunha. And according to another report from The Athletic, Brazilian star Cunha is indeed open to a move in January. Cunha fell down the pecking order somewhat in Madrid, and that led to him missing out on the Brazil squad for the World Cup in Qatar. The Athletic writes how that is influencing his decision-making, and ultimately, he sees a January moves as a way to get more minutes. The 23-year-old is not short of suitors either. As well as Arsenal, the likes of Everton and Wolves are keen, while reports this week also suggest Cunha has been put forward to Liverpool and Newcastle. Wolves seem to be the favourites to get Cunha, but he does represent an interesting option for the Gunners as well. He could come in on loan and not take up too much of the budget, but he also has big qualities as well. He was a regular for Brazil before he dipped out a bit at Atletico, and the fact he is Brazilian means he'd have no trouble settling in with Arsenal either. Dubbed an extraordinary player, Cunha might just be the stopgap Arsenal need. He does have a value around the £30 million mark, but there is no doubt this is a double deal for the Gunners and one which, in the end, might see them over the line. Chelsea could try to beat Arsenal and sign Youri Tielemans. Chelsea could now battle with Arsenal over the signing of Youri Tielemans during the January transfer window. That is what journalist Bennett Jacobs has told the Chelsea 365 podcast as the days tick down until the winter market opens. Arsenal have been linked with Tielemans dating back to the summer, but they did not really push ahead with their interest. Tielemans has still not signed a contract with Leicester, meaning he is set to be a free agent at the end of the season and could be available at a bargain price next month. Jacobs said, "If you are going to sign Rice in the summer, does that then shift the desire to find more of an attacking midfielder in January? The answer to that question might well be yes. A dark horse to keep an eye on is someone maybe like Youri Tielemans, who Arsenal are considering on a free transfer if he doesn't sign a new deal at Leicester in the summer of 2023. Potentially a suitor could put down a low value offer that they think is a bargain, hoping that Leicester take it rather than lose the player on a free. Chelsea haven't made any significant advances on this front, but that's one to watch." Journalist claims Sergej Milinkovic-Savic is open to Arsenal move. Lazio midfielder Sergej Milinkovic-Savic is reportedly keen on a move to Arsenal. According to journalist Giulio Cardone, the 27-year-old midfielder has changed his opinion about a move to Arsenal, and he is now open to joining the North London Giants. The midfielder is ready to consider a move to Arsenal if a suitable proposal arrives in the summer because of their fascinating project. The Gunners have had a fantastic season so far, and they are currently at the top of the Premier League table. Mikel Arteta will be hoping to guide his side to a league title this season, but they will need to strengthen their squad sufficiently during the January transfer window. Arsenal need to sign a quality midfielder next month, and the Lazio star could prove to be a superb acquisition. The 27-year-old Serbian international is widely regarded as one of the best box-to-box midfielders around, and he would improve the Gunners considerably. Milinkovic-Savic has 5 goals and 7 assists across all competitions for the Italian club this season, and Arteta is in desperate need of someone like him. The Arsenal manager has had to overuse the likes of Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka this season. The arrival of the Serbian will allow him to rotate his squad. In addition to that, Milinkovic-Savic will add a new dimension to the Arsenal midfield. He will add physicality, defensive cover, and goals to the side. The Serbian is at the peak of his powers right now, and he could make an immediate impact at Arsenal. Arsenal monitoring Nicolo Zaniolo could offer €25 million for him. Roma midfielder Nicolo Zaniolo has been linked with a move to the Premier League in recent months. The 23-year-old playmaker was linked with a move to Tottenham Hotspur at the start of the season, but the Italian club managed to hold on to him. Back then, there were rumors that Roma could tie him down to a new long-term contract. However, the Italian giants have not been able to agree on an extension with the player yet, and that has fueled further speculations surrounding Zaniolo's future. According to Radio, Arsenal are interested in signing the 23-year-old midfielder at the end of the season, and they could come forward with an offer of around €25 million in June. Zaniolo is highly rated in Italian football, and he has the potential to develop into a top-class player in the future. The Italian international can operate as an attacking midfielder as well as in the wide areas. Mikel Arteta could certainly use a quality player like him, especially with the versatility he possesses. However, the reported €25 million offer might not be enough to lure him away from the Italian club. Roma will probably look to extend his deal in the coming months, and it remains to be seen how the situation develops. The 23-year-old has a contract at the Italian club until the summer of 2024. The technically gifted midfielder could improve most teams in the Premier League, and Arsenal are unlikely to be the only club after him if he's made available in the summer. Zaniolo has 2 goals and 3 assists to his name this season. Adrien Rabiot wants Barcelona, despite Liverpool, Arteta and Conte all being keen. English clubs' hopes of signing French midfielder Adrien Rabiot have taken a blow, with reports that he is keen on signing for Barcelona instead. A whole host of English sides are said to be keen on Rabiot. Liverpool and Arsenal are thought to have made contact with the Frenchman. Beyond those two, Antonio Conte's Tottenham are also thought to be keen on signing Rabiot as well. However, in a blow to Tottenham, Liverpool and Arsenal, Spanish publication Sport is claiming that Rabiot would actually be keener on signing for Barcelona above anyone else. It's claimed by Sport that Barca came close to signing Rabiot before he joined Juventus, and from that interest there has remained a mutual admiration between both club and player. Rabiot, 27, has been one of the stars of the World Cup for France. He missed the semi-final win over Morocco with illness, but could come back in for the final versus Argentina this weekend. The Frenchman has caught attention heading into January after reports claimed he could be allowed to leave Juventus for as little as £10 million. There was a time when some would have sneered at the thought of signing Adrien Rabiot. He went to both PSG and Juventus on mega money and has, in the main, failed to really deliver. But he seems settled right now, and his performances over in Qatar have been excellent. Rabiot has been a key cog in the France machine, and he will be vital in trying to stop Leo Messi and co on Sunday. Of course, Barca's interest is a blow to Liverpool, Arsenal, and our rivals Tottenham. The midfielder fits into all 3 teams really, and if he ends up in La Liga, it will be a shame. For now, though, the race is still open, and a lot can change. Marzio says Arsenal can sign Mykhaylo Mudryk for just £30 million. Italian journalist Gianluca Di Marzio has claimed that Arsenal are in pole position to sign Mykhaylo Mudryk, and he may be available for a not so huge fee. The Gunners are in the market for a new attacker. A number of names have been linked over the last few weeks, but none more than Mudryk, who has been sensational for Shakhtar since the start of the season. David Ornstein revealed earlier this week that Mudryk is Arsenal's priority transfer target. The Gunners really want to sign him in the winter window, but the biggest hurdle for Edu and Mikel Arteta is Shakhtar asking price. The Ukrainian outfit director of football, Dario Serna, told The Athletic that his star man will cost £86 million. That is more than what Arsenal paid for their club record signing Nicolas Pepe in 2019. Di Marzio, however, has come out and claimed that Shakhtar's demands are actually less than half of what Serna publicly revealed last month. The journalist told Soccer News NL, Mudryk is a really good player. AC Milan wanted him in the summer in case Rafael Leao left, but it was too expensive for Milan. Arsenal is currently trying to capture him because they know they are dealing with a very talented player, but whether it will work in January, I don't know. It's certain that they are in pole position to capture him. Shakhtar is a difficult negotiation partner, and they are probably charged about €35 million for him. It will be interesting to see what will happen with Mudryk. We can't imagine Shakhtar selling for just £30 million, but if Edu can somehow get him for that fee, it could prove to be one of his best pieces of business ever. And according to Bailey and Team Talk, Mudryk is actively pushing his club to allow the move. Along with Arsenal's own pushes from their end, Mudryk is also said to be making noises at his end about leaving. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news show, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.